two women could hardly be farther apart politically, but they have come to very similar conclusions.
We don't talk about the two-state solution because it's dead.
And the book, which is divided into 3 parts, says, A, in part 1, this is why the two-state solution will fail.
So it would seem to me that the best thing the Palestinians can do is to dissolve the Palestinian Authority
And dismantling of the Palestinian Authority
and revert to direct Israeli rule.
Well, the solution is for Israel to apply its laws, its sovereignty to the West Bank.
Well, here is the problem with that. You will note that Arabs and Jews make up approximately 50% each of the total population.
I've always understood the two-state solution to automatically include Gaza, but Gaza is practically an independent state all by itself.
I'm not
What do you
including Gaza.
propose? What do you propose for Gaza? What do you see the future with Israel and Gaza?
I think we should leave it in God's hands.
So, by taking Gaza out of the equation, we are no longer at 50-50. Now it's 58% to 42%.
Well, what about the population numbers? I've heard it over and over again. The demographics that Israel will cease to remain a Jewish state.
Right. So that was a fiction that was concocted in 1997 by the PLO. They inflated the Palestinian base population by 50%, and then by 1.34 million people.
So, if Ms. Glick is correct, that really improves the math. Just take away that 1.34 million Arabs, and all of a sudden the Jews represent 2/3 of the total population.
And the Palestinians who live there will be accorded the rights of permanent residency status in Israel.
Ms. Glick, what you just described is apartheid, and it is a deal breaker. Arabs in the West Bank must have the same right to vote as Arabs have enjoyed in Israel. After all, the West Bank would now be within the defined borders of Israel. West Bank Arabs would be citizens of Israel. And this is the new Israel. One nation, indivisible.